So I want to lay a little groundwork for something. When Jesus called the disciples, you all remember this, they were on the beach, they were cleaning their nets, and he comes in, he calls them to follow him, and he says, follow me and I will make you fishers of men. And one of the things I tell our leaders is that following means fishing. And that's true for every single Christian, not just Christian leaders, not just pastors. And we're not to be waiting for the evangelists to show up. Guess what? Billy Graham is dead. And the responsibility is upon every one of us to be in the fishing business of bringing people to Christ. And there's a couple of things I want to say about that because, you know, the thing about fishing is this. I think it's a great metaphor. And I understand they were fishermen, so they got it. But it's still a great metaphor, primarily because fish don't actually want to be caught. You know that's true, right? They don't actually like getting caught. That's why they fight. And that's why when you're trying to reel them in, they're like fighting and trying to get off that line because they don't really want to be caught. And then here's the other part of this. When you do actually catch the fish, you know what the problem with the fish is? They're slimy and stinky and need to be cleaned. And nobody likes that part. I'm talking about fish here. I'm not talking about Christians at the moment. But it is absolutely true. And there's something sort of gross about fishing, you know. That's the hard part. The easy part is catching the fish. The hard part is, what do you do with those fish? It takes time to clean them and scale them and fillet them and do all that stuff. So Kathy and I do fishing. I fished my whole life since I was just a kid. I've fished for over 5 decades. I should be better at it, but I'm not. And I'll tell you why in a moment. And so when we got married, I wanted to teach Kathy how to fish. And so she'll go fishing with me, which I'm very grateful. But here's 2 things she won't do. She will not touch the bait, and she will not touch the fish. And so this is how Kathy fishes. She swings her rod over for me to bait it, and she swings it back, and she drops it down into the lake. And if she catches something, and she brings it up, swings it over for me to deal with, take the fish off, put it in the live well, rebait, swings it, puts it down, pulls out another one, swings back like this. So that's how Kathy fishes, never touching the bait and never touching the fish. And then we'll go back, and then she'll say to our kids, they'll say, oh, so how'd it go? Kathy say, I caught more fish than your dad. And I said, of course she caught more fish than me. I'm her bait boy. I'm busy dealing with the fish. Kathy's thing is that she doesn't touch the fish until they're beautiful fillets ready to go into the frying pan, and then she touches them. And so I hope you're not missing the connection here, is that when we're fishing for souls, the fishing is one thing, but the whole catching and keeping and cleaning and dealing with it, that's actually the hard part. That's called discipleship.